This is the third video about new Classflow. In the first two videos we learned how to set up a class list and create a lesson. In this video we're going to create an assignment and then see how we can actually deliver the lesson and deliver the assignment. So under New Resources, go to New Assessment. We'll see we get multiple choice questions there. Click that. And we have a choice of multiple choice, short answer, maths, true or false, essay, creative response. I'm going to look at multiple choice first of all. So we'll go to multiple choice and put a question in here. So this is the first question. Which of the following is cold-blooded? A, B or C? And we know it's B, so we'll just highlight that and then add a question. And for question 2, I'm going to choose a true or false question. True or false. And the question here, this second question, a cold-blooded animal always has cold blood, which of course is false. So just highlight false and go for another question. So we'll add a question again. Question 3, I'm going to add another multiple choice question, A, B, C. And the question here is, here we have question 3, which is which of these is a mammal, A, B or C? And the answer of course is C. So we can keep on adding questions until we have as many questions as we need. Once we've finished all our questions, we can go up here and save and exit Builder. And that takes us back to Resources. And in the resource down here, you can see Animals Assessment, 11 questions. We can edit it if you want to, publish it, edit the properties, or here more options. You could preview it, delete it if you want to, whatever you want to do. So there's the options. And what we're going to do now is to deliver this assessment later, not just yet. First of all, we have to deliver the lesson. Step is to deliver the lesson first of all. So up here, you see Class 3, Connect Your Students. Click on that. And you get this, join the class at this code, QL3KH, is what we saw before. And down here, the different things you can actually deliver. They want to deliver the untitled lesson here. So we press deliver. Here you see the first page of the presentation. There's a class code. What we need to do now is to make sure the students can actually receive this. So look at the student's iPad next. I'm using an app here called Lonely Screen. The student has to turn on AirPlay mirroring first of all to this PC, and then we can see what's on his screen. And he can see what we're going to see later on. The student needs to log on to classflow.com. You see that come up on the screen here. And you see he's got this type your class code. So we know what the class code was. Let's go back to it. It was. So if he types in QL3KH, then join. There's a class list. Now any of these can join. Whoever's on their iPad will click their name. If you don't see a name, you can still join anyway. Let's put Ruby down. And join. And you see on her screen now, here is the presentation. Put this to one side a minute. This is what they see on the screen. This is what they see on their iPad. So we'll go to the next page by down here, next card. And that there's on the screen, but of course there's nothing on their iPad apart from the original diagram. Next page, next card. There's the diagram of a hummingbird, which should hopefully be on their iPad as well. It's okay. The next page, or next card, is a diagram of the mammals. We didn't put that on there, so it's not on there. Next page is some notes on mammals. Again, it's not on their iPad. Finally, we have the video of mammals. We'll just play a few seconds of that.
Mammals. The diversity of mammals is amazing.
You can see that
they can be as huge as these whales.
We've now delivered the lesson.
Mammals. The diversity of mammals.
Once we play the video, we can then go on to assessing the students, which is the next session of this video. As the students are still connected, we don't need to reconnect again. If you left the assessment for maybe later, you'd need to reconnect. But at the moment, we're still connected. So we can go to resources, the assessment, and deliver. Here you see this is the code for the students again. I can go down. There are different options to do this, but we're just going straight down to the end and start assessment. Ready? And the assessment comes up on the lonely screen here. And this is what the students see on the iPad. This is what Ruby's seeing. Which of these is cold-blooded? You can answer whichever she wants. She answers frog and then submit. Next question, which of these is true or false? Let's put true, and we know it's right, and submit. Question 3, which of these is a mammal? We'll go down to monkey and submit, and keep going a bit more. A bat is the only mammal which can fly. Is that true? And 4, which of these is an invertebrate? Well, that's octopus. And we're carrying on doing all the 11 questions. If you go up to response to this here, click on that, you can see this is how the responses came along. Student 4, it should show the names. You see, Ruby's got one wrong. You can check these answers for each student and see what their progress is. And once you've stopped the assessment, all the student sees is a picture on their screen, which is this sort of picture. So they can disconnect by just switching off AirPlay, and that will be off. If we go back to classes now, and class 3. Down here you can see we've delivered an assessment, and in fact further down here we've delivered a lesson. If you click on that, it just shows you what the lesson is. So this shows you the lesson we've delivered. If you click on the delivered assessment, shows you the scores of each student. And if you click on, put the names on again, say Ruby, for example, on this question, that brings up, shows the answer she put in, false, which is true. There are other things you could do. You could click on the name. And all the questions come up, seeing what she answered, the correct answer, and a complete list of all the questions down here. So there we are. This is the last video. We've delivered a lesson, created an assessment, and delivered the assessment. This will give you an idea about Classflow. At the top corner here, just click on that, and you get all sorts of support, how to create a class. They're fairly brief descriptions, but they are useful and give you all sorts of information about the things I've talked about. There's a lot more to Classflow, including Classflow, a desktop for Classflow, but you'll find all these out by just checking classflow.com.